Hi everybody, this is Monica Lewis, president of J.S. Brown and Company, and today we're going to talk about a subject that is on everybody's lips at the moment, and that is AI and everything it can do for you, and at least for the moment, the things that it can't. We're starting to see a lot of concept drawings like the one you're seeing on the screen here that are being sent to us by homeowners looking for pricing for projects that they're considering. And I want to start off by saying that AI does some things really well. It helps you ideate, it helps you iterate, it can give you some general parameters and some conversation topics and some things that are really going to help you on your search for the right contractor, the right design firm, or maybe the right design build firm for the project that you're considering for your home. I definitely think it's a fine place to start. The same way that HGTV or Pinterest or House.com or other places are great places to start for inspiration. Where I think the problem comes is when homeowners think that what they generate out of these platforms is build ready or even estimate ready or scope ready in terms of getting a budget, and that it somehow replaces a conversation with one or more contractors to sort of feel out the scope of your project and things that you might not be considering, and blind spots that maybe you and or the software platform might have. And this is on the surface, a particularly lovely set of renderings that we got. This is the second in as many days from homeowners in our area who sent us something very much like this and said, I want to build this on my house. What will it cost? Just looking at this from a straight rendering perspective and a straight concept perspective, I can tell that this was AI generated. I recognize some of the signs, and one of the signs I'm seeing is inconsistency in even the different views on the same page here. When I look at this beautiful four-season room that has been rendered here, if I look at the rendering, I see stairs here, a single pitched roof, what looks to be a flat ceiling, painted brick on part of the inside. I'm not sure what's happening in the back corner here, but a place for seating and dining, and a little bit of deck on the outside, and what looks to be like modular sunroom type components being used over top of a deck. There are some telltale signs missing, and on the surface that's not the end of the world, because even our drafting software that we use to create very detailed drawings, sometimes we will leave off certain details just because they're not relevant yet to the scope of work. But one of the things I'm noticing right off the bat is no downspouts, no gutters, and this roof is dumping out right over top of a door. The other thing I'm noticing is some inconsistency between the drawings. So when the homeowner is asking us for a price, you kind of want to say, okay, well, budget range wise, which plan are we looking at here? This plan has, like I said, a little bit of a deck on the side and one set of stairs. If I go down to this plan view right here, right below it, there's two sets of stairs, and the hot tub is in a totally different place. The door configuration is very different. When I go to the interior concept, it shows a vaulted ceiling, which is not shown in either the roof line here or the interior rendering. It's also showing a large deck off to the side, which the big top rendering doesn't have. When I look at the smaller renderings to the right, the hot tub has suddenly moved to the back, and the interior has some sort of stone or brick fireplace with maybe like a TV or something in it. And when I look at these roof lines, there's 4 elevations, which would indicate 4 sides to this project, when in this large concept drawing, there's only 3 sides and then the back of the house. I see a flat roof, I see a pitched roof, I see a shed roof, and then I see a gable roof. So all 4 of these cannot exist on the same structure, if that makes sense. So when we see things like this, it's wonderful for conceptualizing. But when a homeowner expects us to be able to give them a budget range back, we have a lot more questions because this isn't quite complete and we don't know if we're doing tall stacked windows with a taper like we see here, or if we're doing no stacked windows like we see here, or a vaulted ceiling. You get the idea. The other thing that the software is good at providing is some measure of list things to think about, things that you might want to ask your contractor, and how you might evaluate them. And I certainly think this is worth your perusal, but I don't want you to be confused or feel like this is a be all and end all, or that what's in here isn't necessarily conflicting with itself or what's in the drawings. It's definitely just a starting point. It's definitely just for ideas and getting things going. So I hope that helps. I hope that inspires you to maybe try some AI and give it a go, see what you come up with, help you visualize some things maybe before you even start talking to contractors, so you have a visual language to share with them in terms of what it is you're looking for. But I also really do hope that when you go to talk to these contractors, you are open to their expertise. You understand that what you're bringing to them is not a finished product, and that many, many hours of work are going to be needed to truly make this a finished product that they could give you an accurate estimate from. And believe in the people, right, that you're talking with who have done this for a really long time, because I think they're going to steer you in the right direction, and they're going to take these wonderful ideas that you bring them, and they're going to turn them into something even better. So I hope that helps. Again, this is Monica Lewis with J.S. Brown and Company. If you're considering a project of your own, whether you've started with AI or not, we would love to talk with you about your ideas and hopefully bring them to life for your home. Thanks for watching.